He says I am the one. The chain is not my song. बोल दे भाई.
Check, check.
All right, it's live.
There we go.
Here we go again. No life, no social life,
Uh,
only gym and OpenUSD.
OpenUSD. We will be building Mars bases on OpenUSD.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. NASA is calling us soon.
Hello, Elon.
No,
I don't have time, bro. Please.
OpenUSD only. Brother, my AI can do better than this bitch.
All right. So a little recap. We are doing the OpenUSD certification modules. We have completed the first four modules. We are on the fifth module. We are on the second last submodule of the fifth module, which is inherits and specializes. And we basically covered what are inherits and what are specializes in our last stream yesterday. And we took a look at the code implementation of these two concepts in the OpenUSD notebooks. The So these concepts are a little tricky, and I am not completely confident about them right now.
Mm-hmm.
I did go through the video briefly by Austin Huang for the composition arcs, and I did understand a lot of stuff, and I know how it works and what the basic implementation looks like and what its functionality is. But yeah, it's still, I think it's 80% clear to me, but I think the last 20% is still a little blurry about where the fuck. Yeah, so I think we should we did the specializes exercise as well, right? Or we did not?
Yeah, we definitely did the specialized exercises as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the
So
next was encapsulation. Uh,
okay, so what we can do today is basically we can start with encapsulation and refinement.
Yeah.
We can
I
do
think we can
the
go and watch.
what?
We can go and watch Nvidia's video. Like they have much more better explanation with
Okay,
real time examples as well.
okay.
Nvidia
So
Open.
what we can do today is do the encapsulation and refinement exercises, and then we can start and finish the liver piece strength ordering, and basically that will end the theoretical part of this module, the fifth module. So we won't start the new module today. We can basically work on watching the NVIDIA videos and basically work with Claude a little bit to understand these concepts
Mm-hmm.
perfectly, so that we have our basics really well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I have in mind for today.
Right.
And then we can end the stream with some 20-30 questions on the Udemy question bank.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay, let's start with encapsulation and refinement. All right. So, both inherit and specialized arcs can target an encapsulated or unencapsulated prim as their source prim,
Mm-hmm.
depending on whether the source prim is encapsulated or not. Broadcasting behavior of the inherits and specializes arc changes when the destination prim is referenced into another layer stack. What does this mean? Depending on the source prim is encapsulated or not, uh, the broadcasting behavior of inherits. Okay, do you remember what was the difference between encapsulated and unencapsulated?
Encapsulated are basically sandboxes where you will have everything bind to a singular file, and whereas unencapsulated will have,
The properties are in a different.
yeah, in a different internal lookup folder. So like there is a perfect example if you want to understand from today. Like I was watching a stream today. Wait, let me just show you that.
Okay, tell me in this one. I have the playlist open.
Uh,
Which one?
yeah, wait, yeah. I'm just trying to take a look at my history because I did saw that, and they in that stream there was a perfect example of, yeah. Wait. Uh, Open up the bot studio. No, yeah, the second one, content aggregation, and go over 1232. Yeah, this one. Yeah, there we go. So like over here, we have we will have this kind of problem basically
Mm-hmm.
in our NVIDIA certification, that we will be given a snippet like this, and they're
Okay.
asking what is wrong with the structure, right? And this is like a problem where you need to rectify if this is an encapsulation problem and what else is wrong. So can you tell me what is wrong over here based on the analysis?
What is wrong with this structure?
Yeah.
So chair and then
And
geo.
there are two problems. So definitely one of them encapsulation. What would be the second one?
This is a USDA file.
Yeah, that's a USD file structure.
File structure. Okay. So chair, geo, seat mesh, materials, and then @home Haley chair underscore payload dot USD. So, what is wrong with this structure? There are two problems. Hmm. The chair payload is not under the chair prim, because of which, when the chair prim will be referenced in a different file,
Mm-hmm.
the payload will not be accessible.
Okay. And the second one,
Second one, geo seat mesh materials. What does this mean?
uh, I don't know. That's a question that you have to find out the problem. That is the goal.
I don't know what's the second one because I don't know what this means.
Okay, so like just go ahead and then you will see the explanation what she's trying to tell you. That would make much more sense. But the first problem is over here is this one. @home Haley chair payload.usd. You can never have a complete file path. You will always have a relative file path, as we saw in a lot of examples
Mhm.
in the OpenUSD. So like we never saw that there was a complete file path.
Yeah, that's why I was asking what is
So, yeah, like this is a problem. You just need to say, okay, this fine, this is wrong.
Okay,
That's the only question over here that they
okay,
ask, and they might ask similar kind of thing in OpenUSD
okay.
exam as well. So the first problem over here, as we can see, is you in OpenUSD you can never have complete file paths. You can only have relative file path. And the second problem over here is the way it's structuring it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the materials and the geo and the naming and everything. Like if you go ahead, she's gonna show you a better example of how it should be. And that was the other thing. So like if you go a bit ahead, you can see it.
So, okay, we cannot restructure this asset anymore because someone downstream might refer to chair go seat mesh. Okay, absolute paths break portability.
Yeah, like if you
Oh,
want.
like this one, this one. Okay, so this is an absolute path over here. So we cannot.
uh,
But she has an at the rate over here as well. What does
that's
this
not an
mean?
absolute path. That's a relative path. That
Yeah, yeah, but what does this at the rate mean?
that is only like we can reference a path, like when you try to load an asset, when you try to reference a file, you can whatever you want to do. This is a
Mm-hmm.
very high level thing. It's not like complete USD file, but
Mm-hmm.
this is more of a high level thing that she's showcasing us. That if you try to reference, let's say you are referencing a file, you're referencing a payload, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot have an absolute path. Rather, you would always have a relative path for either it's a reference or either it's a payload. So in case you transfer or somebody takes over your code base in a local environment, they are able to load it.
Okay. So both inherits and specializes are can target encapsulated or unencapsulated prim as their source prim, depending on whether the source prim is encapsulated or not. So okay, I have one doubt. In this encapsulation part, we saw the example right over here
Yeah.
that in this part unencapsulated, right? So the def x form world is the default prim
Mm-hmm.
and it has a cube,
Mm-hmm.
but the looks is in a different def,
Yeah.
and the material that is binding to this prim is
Mm-hmm.
in a different function
Yeah.
in USDA. So is this prim unencapsulated or is this prim unencapsulated?
The whole prim is okay. We are talking about prim, so that
Yeah,
prim.
so
So the first prim would be unencapsulated,
so
unencapsulated.
this is gonna be the source prim then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but just because the property is not under, like one of its property is not under its,
So okay,
uh,
I will rephrase it and do we can like do another. I can explain it another manner. So
uh,
when the system loads the file, right?
mhm,
What will be the default entry prim for that prim? What will be the entry point for that prim in this file? What do you think?
X form world.
Xform world, right? So
Yeah,
for that, if that is the entry point,
yeah.
then it will only render all the things that are under
Inside this,
inside it,
yes.
right? So it won't be. So that means that if anything that is defined under that, let's say whatever you're trying to reference, won't be able to get into the scope
Yeah,
of that prim,
yeah,
of the upper layer that you're trying to load,
yeah,
right? So that's
yeah.
why this is an unencapsulated prim over here.
Uh-huh.
Because you have a default prim world. That's why you are defining the entry point for that prim,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because
Okay.
the other thing is you're
So this, so
referencing
this is
another
this
code
will be
inside
the
that
source
prim.
prim, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, got it. And okay, and then depending on whether the source prim is encapsulated or not, uh, the broadcasting behavior of inherits slash specializes are changes when the destination prim is referenced into another layer stack. Okay, layer stack is an ordered list of sublayers combined to form a single namespace for composition. Inherits slash specializes arcs become more useful when instancing comes into play. That will be covered more in depth in the future module. Okay, we can go to the
Yeah.
exercises. All right. Exercise experimenting with encapsulation and refinement. For this example, we'll be using cube.usd that inherits from cube asset class prim. The following files can be found in refinement example composition arcs. What? Oh, refinement example dot USD.
Dude, the
What happened?
background party music.
Good background music without copyright.
Nice. You can just put
What
a
can I
you can
do?
just point up one of our microphone towards that towards that pub, I would guess, or that club.
Yeah, bro. I have to extend my lease over here. Imagine.
My God. Oh, well, yeah, Oh, really?
Really. They're gonna start playing Indian music as well in a bit. I think it's like a Indian night or something. Bollywood night or something, I guess. Okay. So they're doing the same shit again. They want to see the cube asset, but we cannot see the cube asset over here, I'm guessing, because we can. My bad. In this file we can, because added abstract rim classes. Wait, can I, bro, why am I not able to? Oh, so there's a
Pick up, drop off.
so now cube asset. Okay, what are they trying to show us over here? Cube asset class prim. Okay, we also have cube pyramid.usd, which has local cube class prim.
Mm-hmm.
Each cube inherits from local cube on along with cube asset. If you cannot see cube asset in USD view, do shows abstract class. Yeah, we did this. Okay. Run this global refinement.usd. So it's gonna show this part. Okay. And then what are they trying to show over here? Okay, I think in the composition for cube asset, we can see cube.usd. Archetype is root. What was root?
Root is the main layer.
Okay, composition, and then input diffuse color is 100, which is red. That is coming from, oh no, cube asset is layer stack cube.usd, and then metadata is cube asset path composition. So shouldn't the composition show inherit over here, because it's inheriting from the cube asset class
Which composition are we talking about in
over
this?
here?
But how aren't you
Uh,
referencing it, right?
root layers. What?
Arc type root. Where are we loading it? World cube material and then the cube asset. Open up the file. It will tell us over there. Open up the file. Where is the file? Yeah. Okay, this is the
Refinement
file.
example. No, no, wait.
Like if you're loading it directly by the asset path, then it's gonna give you the root, not the reference.
Refinement example cube.usd. Okay, this is the one. So see, it is doing prepend inherits. That's why we are able to see that show abstract.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has, yeah, why is it empty? Like, I don't understand why do
So
they keep it
that's
empty?
that is a standard definition that you need to have. So in case, so
But where is cube asset taking its properties from? I'm not
you
able
can
to
define the
understand.
cube asset property right over here as well. That is the magic. So if you go up, right, you have this cube asset. So right now,
Yeah.
what are you trying to do? That's a component that you have created. right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to create, if you want to add more things into the cube asset, you can directly add into that class, and that class is gonna get loaded everywhere, right? So that is the magic
Mm-hmm.
here that's happening.
That is the inherits magic, right? It's a broadcaster of properties.
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, that is done. Okay, now it's asking us global refinement. Let's take a look at metadata real quick for this part. The metadata is specifier, object type is prim, applied at API schema, nothing, path is cube asset. Okay, got it. It's a fucking tough. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, I'm running global refinement.usd.
Hmm.
So, okay, we are getting this. What they wanted us to see. So, we also have cube_parameter.usd, which has local cube class from each cube class. Cube1 along with a. Okay. Huh. Global refinement takes advantage of inherit arc targets where the target path never changes. A path outside of encapsulation never gets repathed on reference. Yes, we saw that. So, for example, for our example, global refinement.usd, we override cube asset and change the color to magenta, meaning all cubes inheriting from cube asset will all turn magenta. I didn't understand this. Because it is unencapsulated, right? That is why they are overriding. Let me open this file as well. What? Oh. Hmm. Cube pyramid one prepend references cube pyramid.usd @ dot. Okay. We are not going to be able to see the abstract classes over here because I don't know, for some reason we cannot see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, we are able to see local cube. So, but we are only able to see the local cube that is inside. Where is the local cube? Do you see this local cube? What does this mean?
Which local to go back?
This one.
Uh, I think
It's some sort of
reference. That is some sort of reference.
coming from global refinement. Oh, it is defined in global refinement. But this is cube asset. Cube pyramid.usd. Okay. So it is taking from the class local cube over here and it is defined in cube pyramid.usd, which is referenced in the global refinement.usd. That is why it's showing it over there. And it is inheriting from local cube over here and it is referencing cube.usd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a local class. Is it? Wait, where is it? Oh, we are initializing a local class over here that we can inherit later maybe in somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what we are using it for, I guess. What does the notebook says about it?
Oh yeah, we haven't taken a look at the notebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is not the one. The notebook does not have any content about it.
Hmm. Okay. Let's take
Creating composition arcs. That's why it's
encapsulation. Okay, so what is encapsulation? Blah blah blah. Exercise experimenting. Okay. Uh, once file open, expand. Wait, we are doing encapsulation, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Experimenting with there are two encapsulation. One is over here, and then inside inherits and specializes also encapsulation and refinement.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that's what I was looking at right away then. For this example, we will be using cube.usd that inherits from cube asset class prim. Okay, cube asset class prim. Oh, class prim. Wait. Okay, just file, and then what do we have over here? We have the cube asset. Okay, and then we are using the global refinement. So if you cannot see Q in the UV, show abstract class. Okay, okay. So we are still not able to see the shader, right, in our view.
Yeah, yeah, we are not cube acid and cube material and share. We are not able to see this in the thing because I don't know why. What for what reason?
Okay. Select. Okay, we do we have undefined term in this?
Do you want me to ask it to AI or
Yeah,
something?
yeah. Maybe we might have some settings in our USD view, like when we run it.
Maybe. Only the files that have directly inherits equal to show the abstract classes. The tree. What is this called? Prim name tree. No. What is this part called?
Index file
This,
explorer. I don't know what would this part called. You can take a screenshot of this, right? Yeah.
bro. Why am I not able? Why the fuck is that not supported? This is bullshit, bro.
It's a what is it not supported?
The format in which the screenshot gets uploaded, I don't know why.
Oh yeah.
It's called a layer structure or what? What is it called?
I think layers. No, it won't be called. Maybe hierarchy.
Frame hierarchy.
Yeah.
Also give it the link. All right. Let's see what the issue really is. I've given the link and both the screenshot as well.
Mm-hmm. What is it saying? Oh, it's spinning.
It's spelunking, considering. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's read forward, I think.
Okay.
So global refinement takes advantage of inherent arc targets where the target path never changes. A path outside of encapsulation never gets reparsed on references. So for our example, global refinement.usd, we override cube asset and change the color magenta to the color magenta. Meanwhile, all the cubes inheriting from cube asset will all turn magenta. Can you explain this part?
Dude, that's so simple. Like it's saying that because of the inherit, right? Like we have that inherit.
I know what's the basic idea, but I don't know how it is happening. I know what it's doing.
How is it happening? Like, what do you mean by that? How, so if you go back,
Like I know because in the reference, like because the
no, 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 no.
source frame
It's
is
not about reference.
unencapsulated.
It's about inherit.
Yeah, I know because the source frame that we are inheriting is unencapsulated.
Yeah.
Oh, we can override the color of that source frame, and that's why it is turning it into magenta and not red. So all the cubes, but yeah, I'm a little confused about something. So here's the simplest way to understand this. Imagine you run a toy factory that makes plastic cubes. Slash cube asset is the master blueprint pinned to the wall. Inheriting means every single cube on the assembly line is strictly following that instruction. Override and change the cube means you walk up to the master blueprint across the old color and write magenta. Because every cube on the factory floor is constantly looking at the. Okay, okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Dude, why do you crumble your bottle every time?
Efficiency, space efficiency. Root so that I
What is the
don't get
efficiency?
cut up so easily.
Okay, local refinement is when inherit arc targets an unencapsulated prim. Local refinement. Okay, so there is two types of refinement. So global refinement and local refinement. So global refinement takes advantage of inherent arc targets where the target path never changes. A path outside of encapsulation never gets reparked on reference, yeah, like we saw over there. So for example, blah blah, we override the change cube asset and change the color to magenta, meaning all cube blah blah. Okay. But local refinement is when inherit arc targets an encapsulated prim. So over here, like we did, both are encapsulated inside, right? So this is an encapsulated prim because the materials property that is binded to that prim is inside the default prim, right? So this that means that target path gets reparsed on reference. We can see in local refinement or USD. Okay, 1 second. So this code explaining secret sauce of how the mass update trick actually works under the hood. The confusing part is phrase a path outside the encapsulation never gets repaired, right? Blah blah blah. Imagine you have a playlist saved strictly inside your phone's memory. If you copy your entire phone's data into a friend's phone, the address of that playlist changes. It goes from my phone playlist to friend phone playlist. In OpenUSD, this is called encapsulated. When you reference a folder, everything inside it gets a new local address repatched. Okay. The solution: keep the blueprint outside, unencapsulated. To make global refinement work, keep the master blueprint slash cube asset outside the main folders being copied. Think of it as the public FM blah blah blah. When you copy 1,000 radios into your 3D scene, their internal parts get new addresses, but the station they are listening to does not change. They all still point to the same exact public tower. Oh, now I get it. Okay, okay. Because of the tower outside the network radio, outside the radio, it address never gets repatched. Final result: global refinement. Because the every cube is in your entire scene is strictly listening to the exact same universal address, you have ultimate global control. If you walk up to FM blah 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 bro to play the color magenta, every single radio in the city instantly turns magenta. Walk up to the FM radio. Global movement takes advantage of the internet target where the target path never changes. Outside of encapsulation. Bro, stop doing that. Your microphone is very sensitive.
Okay.
The fuck?
Okay, so what about your magenta thing? Did it explain you your magenta thing?
So, okay, I have a doubt if this, like, it's saying that cube asset is unencapsulated, right? So, this is outside the source prim.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's why they are able to override it.
Mm-hmm.
We override and change the color to magenta,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
that's not encapsulated. That is a difference, right? Like if it's
Okay. And local refinement is when inherit arc targets an encapsulated prim. That means the target path gets repathed on reference. So you cannot change the color because the material or the color defining prim is also repathed on reference because it is encapsulated. So we can, and now they're doing some sort of local refinement to override that. Okay, and let's see what this. What the fuck? Cloud Code has fucked up.
What happened? I
It's saying you are not running global refinement.usd when I'm exactly running global refinement.usd.
dude, the dashboard is cube.usd. Verify, like, okay, let's verify it for once. Maybe.
Bro, it's already running global
Okay,
refinement.
copy this into the copy this and give it to him. Copy this and give it to him, and then it might give us something else.
Q parameter reference. I don't know, bro. This has fucked up. I don't
Just
know
copy it and you're like, alright. Give that I'm running this.
why. She says I am the one, but Shane is not my son. Mhm. Yeah, bro. Oh, it's saying it's never gonna show it.
What?
What? It's saying it's never gonna show it over there because you'll see over cube asset from global refinement.usd itself, but no composed cube asset prim with real spec because cube.usd declares class X form cube asset at layer root sibling of slash world. Cube pyramid USD brings cube USD in via references, only composes default prim into target root level, blah blah blah. So in the composed stage, global refinement.usd cube asset has no composed path. Show abstract prim can only reveal class prims that exist on the composed stage. This one doesn't. The tutorial screenshot you're comparing is not global refinement.usd. Look at the its breadcrumbs. That path only exists when cube asset is a root prim of the open layer, which is only for cube.usd. Try. Okay, it's again asking me to run cube.usd. I know it's showing it on cube.usd because. Okay, but why is it showing it over here then?
I think that's the question for Discord community. Community. Community.
Mm,
That's the question for Discord community to answer.
mm. Okay, now let's take a look at local refinement. .usd. So what are they doing in this USDA file? They have a Q pyramid. They are referencing Q pyramid.usd. Yes, okay. Then overriding a local cube over cube material over shader.
But okay, wait. So when they're namespacing this override, are we able
Mm-hmm.
to see that override over there?
No, I don't think so. Oh, we
Oh
are.
yes. So that's the override we're able to see, and that's why.
I don't think that's the
So
override.
yeah, that's the override. So what we can do is, can you try to remove that underscore and see what happens at the happens? Is it gonna update it?
Let's do underscore local cube one.
Okay. And do you have to rerun it, right?
Yeah. No, bro, it's not doing anything. Still local cube.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not taking it from here.
okay.
I think it's taking it from cube pyramid.usd, which is in turn taking it from cube USD.
Take a look. Do
It,
we have any local over here?
I don't know, bro. What the fuck this is?
You did, okay? Did you compile it right? You compiled it right away.
Bro, it's not a Python file. It's a USD file.
So yeah, the USD file is also getting compiled at any
What
point.
is this then? What is this? I saved it and ran it again.
As well, okay. Q1. Okay. Q. Let's ask Claude Code that we did change the name of this over class over here. Why isn't it getting updated in the USD view? I think that's the only thing we can need to ask.
Okay, I've asked it. Hmm. So, local refinement. If we modify local cube in cube parameter 1 to have a cyan color. It will only affect cubes that inherit world cube pyramid 1 local cube that are containers in cube pyramid 1. The other pyramids will remain unaffected. Oh, I see. And what is it saying? Class local cube inside slash world. Where is the class?
Go
Where is
down,
it?
go down, more down, more down, more down. Over.
What? Where? It's not here.
Okay. Oh, it's in cube pyramid.usd. We are looking in the wrong file. Pyramid.usd.
So if I do it one over here. Oh, okay. Now it's changed. Okay. Local cube 1. Local root. Input diffusion color. I think I understood the concept now. Did you get it? I understood
No.
on this.
What is it?
So basically, this is the class, right? I changed number over here. Like this has a reference. Like so, this cube pyramid 01
Hmm.
and then cube pyramid 02. Each
Oh,
of
okay,
the
okay. So we are overriding that class. Oh,
and we are overriding that class over here. So when I do this local cube 1, that does not affect this because
but
it is.
but but my question is, so what is that class for then? Like it is overriding. So what value is it overriding for? That is my next question. Like
This is not overriding any value.
so, but why?
This is overriding the
Yeah, yeah, I
value.
know. But what is it overriding over? Like since this is empty, then where is this local cube one pointing at? That is my question. Like, where are we pointing this at?
I don't know that.
Can you ask Cloud Code?
Let me revert it. Okay, I see the class in the cube pyramid dot. there was no over in the local. Can you update the InstruX website to show the modules you have completed?
Yeah, sure, will do. What is he saying? Yeah.
It's thinking, bro. Okay. So is published attachment point the asset author of cube pyramid.usd is saying all three cubes inherit from this address. If you ever want to retarget all cubes in a pyramid at once, write your opinions here. Oh,
Oh, okay, okay. That's by design.
it's free and empty class with zero opinions contribute to nothing in composition, nothing to composition. PCP, what is PCP? PCP adds and inherits PCP
It's an
adds
inheritance node.
node to each cube's graph, queries it, finds nothing, falls through, no runtime cost, no visual effect. It's stable. Stronger layers don't need to know how many cubes exist or what they're named. They just refine one path, local cube, and inherits arcs, fans the opinions out to every cube. Oh, so basically, this is what inheritance, like, this is where inheritance is happening. The broadcast thing that they are saying. Like, it's inheriting from local cube, right? Over here.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to apply changes to all of these cubes, def cube 1, cube 2, cube 3, they can just come here and write an opinion
Mm-hmm.
for these, and that will happen.
So for all of them.
Yeah, that's what this is saying.
Mm.
See over here. An empty class with zero opinions contributes to nothing to composition. PCP adds an inherit
So
node to
as
each cube.
yeah.
Wait. PCP adds and inherits node to each cube's graph, queries it, finds nothing, falls through, no runtime, no cost, no visual effect. It's stable, stronger layers don't need to know how many cubes exist or what they're named. They just find one path, blah blah blah, inherit opinion on cube. It's the difference between the local and global refinement. This class is inside slash world. Okay, this class is inside slash world. So each reference pyramid gets its own copy of the class. Okay. Yes. Overriding one only affects the that pyramid's cube. Contrast with cube asset in cube.usd. Look at cube asset. Okay. So this is cube asset. This is doing it. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Overriding contrast with cube asset in cube.usd, which sits at layer root. So this is layer root.
Mm-hmm.
Overriding it affects every cube in every pyramid. The global refinement case. Hypothetically, with no over anywhere, if local refinement.usd didn't exist, 22 to 31. 22, okay, 22 to 31 didn't exist. The inherit arc is dormant. For each cube, PCP, or this is something composition principle or something, PCP, um, prim composition something. PCP still walks LIVERPS, local inherits variant sets, references, payloads, and specializes for every property. The inherits step queries
What's
word
PCP? Wait. What's PCP?
something prim
Oh, frame
composition,
composition of payload. Is it like that?
not yeah, not
Wait,
payload, I guess.
let me take a look at what is PCP. Just give me a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'll verify it right away.
No opinions fall through the reference step. then pulls everything from cube.usd, including the red. Why is it going to cube.usd when it is not even referenced here? It's referenced cubepyramid.usd.
Prim
Then
cache population.
cache population.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Cubepyramid.usd. In the per cube material over at line 29 to 48, 29 and 48 still apply, so you'd see blue, green, red. Uh-huh. Cube pyramid 1. What it unlocks the moment you write to it. Over blah blah blah, which is exactly
Party, party, party.
okay. So this is happening only for cube pyramid 1, and for cube pyramid 2 it is having a reference to cubepyramid.usd. So, and the cubepyramid.usd has she says okay, it's inheriting from, we are running local refinement, right? Yeah, world slash local cube, and then reference slash hold no. Local refinement dot USD inherit. Oh my god, this is very confusing. What the fuck, bro? What the actual fuck? Ugh. The complexity is next level. So I have a doubt now. How is it? Are they creating three cubes over here? I'm not able to understand. This is a cube pyramid. I understand that, but how are they creating three cubes? See?
Wait. Three. We have three cubes, right? Cube one, cube two, cube three. And
Bro,
you're saying that they're creating that three times.
this cube pyramid means one block of three cubes.
Okay. Okay. Are you sure?
I am sure, bro. That is why it is called a cube pyramid.
Can you click on cube pyramid.usd? Then we can verify it over there. Wait, okay. Can you just go over here? Let's see. Oh yeah.
Oh wait, I think I understand. Oh yes, 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 yes. I get it. I got everything.
Okay, what was it?
So okay, so here you see the three cubes that are. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're seeing three cubes over here in cube pyramid.usd.
Mm-hmm.
So these three cubes are getting created in this each single one of them because it is prepending the reference for cube pyramid.usd, right?
Yeah.
So this is creating three cubes of
Okay.
these three cubes. That is why we are seeing these three.
Mm-hmm.
And similarly in cube pyramid 3, we are referencing again prepend reference cube pyramid USD. So it is creating three cubes.
Okay, can you go up a bit? I want to just make sure one thing. Can you go up like in this local refinement? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So okay, now I get it how it's working.
Yeah.
So we are inheriting local U oh wait, we are inheriting local cubes over here in cube 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Now it makes sense. How is it getting updated everywhere? All right,
Yeah.
make perfect sense. So if you look at line 20, 39 in this Q parameter.usd, we are inheriting that
Mhm.
local class that we created.
From cube.usd
Yeah.
from here.
No, 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 no. We are inheriting it from above. Over here, class.
Oh, this, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So and when we
But
do
we are also referencing from cube.usd.
yeah, yeah, but the main thing is for making changes,
Yeah,
right?
we are going to come here.
We are going to come over here, but we can also do it through overwrite over here, and that's how all those changes are getting reflected directly, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for testing, you know what we can do? We can just comment out the first cube. No, not this one. In the right, in the right. Just comment
Okay.
out line 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, just do command and slash. Yeah.
I know, bro. Yeah.
Right. And now save it.
Mm-hmm.
And now if we re-render it, I think one of the cube may
Re-render what? Local refinement.
yes, one of the cube will miss out that thing. So one of the pyramid will be missing. One of the cube in the pyramid will be missing. Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
sir. There we go. This is what I was trying to see. All right, now each and every dot is connected. Oof.
Yeah. Wait. So we commented out just cube one, right? Over here. But why were we not seeing the cyan color before? Oh, we were. My bad. Okay. Yes, I understood everything as well. Okay. It will only affect the cubes that inherit from local cube that are contained in cube pyramid O1. Yes. So that is called local refinement. Okay. This is called global refinement and this is called local refinement.
Yes. Now everything is clear. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir. Okay, yeah, that was the only thing I was pretty confused with. That hey, how is it? Look, okay, it's fine. We are defining over there, but
Mm-hmm.
how are other cubes taking it in? Now it makes perfect sense. Hmm.
Yes, sir. All right, we are done. Now,
Next,
liver peas strength
strength and
ordering.
ordering. All right,
Oh,
let's continue with the last lesson in this module. LIVERPS, strength ordering. LIVERPS is a fundamental concept in USD that governs how different composition arcs are applied when creating a scene.
bro,
This,
you didn't read this.
oh, dude, How many times do we need
Oh
to do?
yeah, okay, okay, okay. You can go
Yeah,
ahead.
that is the same thing. Like it's gonna call relocate,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah, I didn't
flip,
get you. Go
and then
ahead.
we will have liverbs. And somewhere we will find liverbs with the e,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's fine. LIVERPS is the fundamental concept in USD that governs how different composition arcs are applied when creating a scene. This knowledge is key to understanding how USD resolve conflicts in opinions and determines the final state of a scene with when multiple layers and composition operations are involved. So in this model, what we will look at is understanding the meaning of LIVERPS acronym, learn more about the hierarchy of composition arcs and their relative strengths, and explore the concept of layer stacks and how they relate to liverbs, gain insight into how liverbs determines the composition of prims and properties on a USD stage. So here is an outline for this lesson. What is liverbs? All right. So as we can look at the liverbs, we have the hierarchy first from the strongest to weakest. We have local, then inherits, variant sets, relocates, references, payloads, and specializes. So throughout this module, we have been talking about individual composition arcs and talking about how some are stronger or weaker than others. These arcs adhere to a set of strength ordering rule that we affectionately refers to as LIVERPS, pronounced liver piece, an acronym that captures the individual arcs according to their strength, with local opinion being the strongest and specialized arcs being the weakest. LIVERPS acronym capture all of the operation to compose data from layers onto the stage in the order in which each operation is applied.
So let me clarify one thing, and this is what Austin Huang also said in his video, that there is a common confusion that in liver piece L stands for layer, that we were also confused about initially.
Yeah.
So it does not stand for layers; it stands for local opinions,
Hmm.
and that is why we were getting confused about in strength ordering for layers and everything.
Hmm.
So, okay, throughout this model, we were talking about how they are stronger and weaker than others. These are adhere to set of strength ordering rules that we affectionately refer to as liver piece. Yeah. So this is the strength ordering rule, liver piece, an acronym that captures individual arcs according to their strength, with local opinions being the strongest and specializes being are being the weakest.
Yeah.
Whatever specializes is a composition arc that broadcasts fallback values from a source prim, applying only specializing prims that don't have their own authored opinion for a given spec. Okay. The liver piece acronym captures all the operations to compose data from layers onto the stage in which in the order in which each operation is applied. Why do we need ordering rule? In the OpenUSD, multiple layer stacks and their opinions are composed together to create compose stage. We need to we need strength ordering to determine which opinion gets composed in the final stage. Okay, so this is an example. We have materials.usda, transform.usda. Then we have three prims inside this layer, which is uh, prim O1, O2, and O3, which are referencing prim.usda, this one. And then we have lighting.usda and prim.usda. Okay. What is layer stack? A layer stack is the order of set of layers resulting from the recursive gathering of all sublayers of a layer. So this is a layer and this is all the sublayers. Plus the layer itself as first and strongest. Plus the layer itself as first and okay. This also includes all local composition arcs like internal references, internal payloads, variant sets, inherits, and specializes. So, okay, multiple layer stacks are composed together using references and payloads. Multiple layer stacks are composed together using references and payloads. Okay. Then, def x form ball, sphere, double radius 2. Okay. A local opinion is authored directly without any. other composition operation. A local opinion is authored directly without any composition operation, yes, in a layer or any of its recursive sublayers. In USDA file on the right, we have a local opinion, which is our radius on the sphere. Okay, this part, and then this part, there is a local opinion called double radius, which is set to 2. And then in this stage with one layer, there is only one prim spec and property spec for. Okay, there's only one prim spec. Prim spec is this, and then property spec is the local opinion um, for the sphere prim. So the composition is obvious. The composition is just the radius of the sphere 2. Okay. In the case where layer has a sublayer, so now, okay, default prim is world, and then sublayer is sublayer 1. Okay. And then over world over sphere. Since we have an override on the sphere where the radius is equal to 2, this is our local opinion on the root layer. This is stronger than the layer's local opinion, setting the radius to 1. Mm-hmm. What are they trying to say over here?
In this stage with one layer, there is only one prim.
In this case, bro, not stage.
Oh, in this stage with one layer, there is only one prim.
Not stage, bro, case.
Wait, dude, which layer? Oh, I was reading on that. Oh, okay, for me, my bad. In this case, where a layer has a sub-layer, opinion authors directly in both layers. In this case, where a layer has a sub-layer, directly in both layers. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's saying that basically for so when we are trying to wait, okay, sphere and layer. Oh, opinions also directly in both layers are considered local. So let's say in sublayer one, you have you created an opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you reference the sublayer into a newer frame, that is the layer above that, and now you try to override that opinion, right? It's it's saying that if you don't override it, it's still gonna consider it as a local opinion for that layer as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what it means is like I think we might have an example over above. All right, so let's take a look at the example on let's go move up. Let's move up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, more like the first example we have more.
Mm-hmm. So this is a local opinion.
Yeah, so this is a local opinion, right?
Yeah.
So now if you take a look at the layers, go up. I will tell you, go up. Yes, go down
Mm-hmm.
now. Yeah, like let's look at this layer.
Mm-hmm.
So let's assume over here we have we will go with the most basic layer, that is prim.usda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, let's do this. Sorry, the middle layer, prim o1, prim o2, and prim o3,
Mm-hmm.
right? So for prim o1, when you're trying to reference prim.usda, or you're let's assume that that is a sublayer. So that sublayer will have some kind of opinion, and what will that opinion called? A local
Mm-hmm.
opinion as
Mm-hmm.
referenced to that sublayer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, when you load that sublayer into the main prim O1 layer,
Mm-hmm.
you can create another opinion to override that opinion if you want,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can have a much stronger opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Since based on the LIVERPS, local is always given a preference
Mm-hmm.
for the sublayer paths, right? Don't like over here it's written ref, but we are considering it as a sublayer prim, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's saying that in the line over here, in this case, where a layer has a sublayer,
Mm-hmm.
opinions authored directly in both layers are considered what? Local. That means
Mm-hmm.
if there are two layers, for both of them, the opinions will always be considered local and will be given this most priority, even if there is another opinion or another reference frame that you are trying to refer, it won't be given a preference.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is saying over there. So and the examples also says that in the, like if you go down,
Mm-hmm.
more. Yeah, over here. So in this example, we can see example.usda has two. That is that layer's opinion. But the sublayer opinion was one. That is the fallback opinion we have. So both of the opinions were rendered, but the preference was given to the example one.usda based on the LIVERPS rule, since the strongest one is always given the priority.
I did not understand what you just said, like over here.
Over here, look at
This is
example.
not a local opinion though. This is just a reference.
So, but oh wait, the local opinion is written down over here. Double radius equal to 2.0,
Yeah, this is a local
right?
opinion.
But now you look at the image sublayer one.usda.
Wait. In the case where a sublayer, where layer has a sublayer, opinions authored directly in both layers are considered local. Oh.
Right. So
So opinion that is defined in sublayer 1
yeah,
is going to also be considered local.
yes,
And then this opinion is also considered local because obviously.
yes.
And then since we have an override on sphere where the radius is 2, this is our local opinion on the root layer. This is stronger than the sublayer or local opinion setting the radius to 1.
1.0. This
This is the stronger than sublayer. Okay. So where is
that
sublayer?
what?
Where is sublayer? Where did they show sublayer?
They did not show. They are just giving you an example with sublayer 1.0.
Okay, wait. And then what does this mean? Slash hold slash sphere example.usda and
Yeah,
then sublayer.usda.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that is just like a reference. Okay.
Like a visualization table.
Okay. On the sphere where blah blah blah. This is stronger than the sublayer's local opinion. Okay. So okay. So tell me one thing.
Uh,
If we had just if we didn't have over, we just had def world and then def sphere
yeah.
and then we defined double radius equal to 2
Mm-hmm.
and then we just had this same thing sublayer equal to this,
Mm-hmm.
what would have been the radius of the sphere then?
Def world. Then there would be a different prem.
What different from?
So I think at that point, def world over sphere. So since override is given a preference, I think the local opinion would be given preference at that point.
No, def world and then def sphere.
It won't work. That's what I'm saying. It won't work. Like it won't load the opinion that you want over there because it won't override it. I guess.
Okay, for
Yeah.
any given layer stack the
The thing is, over here, if you go up, def sphere would create a new prem, not override the existing prem.
oh okay.
Yeah, it is a writer. You're trying to override the existing opinions. Oh wait, let's ask ChatGPT directly. Or I'm gonna ask Perplexity. If we had def instead of override in the opinion for the sublayer, what would happen?
Billie Jean. She's just a girl who thinks that I am the one. Jane is not my son.
Yeah. Anyways, like based on the LIVERPS logic, the stronger layer is still gonna win. So even if
No, but you're saying, right, that if we are referencing this sublayer over here, it is gonna become a local opinion as well.
yes, but layer always wins. A stronger layer always wins.
Oh, the stronger layer always wins. Okay.
So it says yes, if the stronger layer or the root layer uses drift, that layer is still stronger than the weaker sublayer, and its authored value win for conflicts like radius. Using def instead of over in the stronger layer mainly changes a prim defining specifier, contributing not the basic local
Mhm.
versus local strength. So if so, at the end, based on the LIVERPS, any opinion that is on a superior layer is always gonna win.
Mm. Okay.
So there, but there is a catch. It says if the stronger layer used over and the weaker layer. Wait. No. My bad. It's gonna be the same. All right. So yeah, for any given stack, the opinion of the root layer is considered the strongest. Yeah, it says right over there. Opinion of the root is considered the strongest, followed by any opinions that appear in the order list of the sublayer. The local component of liver also consists of all sublayers of sublayers, as they all belong to the same layer stack. When opinion strength is evaluated, the strength ordered list of sublayer is populated by recursively gathering sublayer opinion in a depth first order. When
Can
opinion
you share
strength is
screen over
evaluated,
here?
the strength of ordered list of sublayers
Can
is
you share your screen, bro?
dude. What? And I think you're. I'm reading the same thing.
Where? What are you
Go down.
reading?
Go down.
Oh,
Yeah, over here.
oh wait. I thought you were looking up something on ChatGPT and showing.
No. I'm just reading the same thing because, like, I think everything is written over here as well. Like, if you go down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait. We did this since we have override on sphere and the sphere area, blah blah blah. This is the stronger than sublayer's local opinion. Okay, this is stronger than sublayer's local opinion, setting the radius to 1. Okay. For any given layer stack, opinion of the root layer is considered the strongest. Okay, that's what you were reading. Okay.
Yeah.
Followed by any opinions that appear in the ordered list of sublayers. Oh, okay. So, okay, default prime world sublayers is sublayer.usda, sublayer.usda, which has 1 and 9. But we still have the local opinion set in over, so the radius is going to be 2. So the local L components of LIVERPS also consist of all sublayers of sublayers, as they all belong to the same layer stack. Okay, so L component of LIVERPS also consists of, so the local component of LIVERPS also consists of all sublayers of the sublayers, as they belong to the same layer stack. Okay, I get it. When opinion strength is evaluated, the strength ordered list of sublayers is populated by recursively gathering sublayer opinions in a depth first order. When the opinion strength is evaluated, okay, the strength ordered list of sublayers is populated by recursively gathering sublayer opinions in depth first order. Okay. So over here in example.usda, there the default premise world sublayers are 1 and 2 sublayer, and then over is this. What is this? Oh, this is a second USDA file. So sublayer 1.usda has sublayer 1a and sublayer 1b. So this is the order, right?
Yeah.
Strength ordered list of sublayers is populated by recursively gathering sublayer opinions in a depth first order.
Yes. So when we load a sublayer, it will explore everything in the first sublayer.
Mm-hmm.
If let's say if that sublayer has some more sublayers, that
Yeah, so it will basically go into sublayer 1 and then it will go into sublayer 1a.
and then one B. As we saw in, like, I
Yeah.
think one of the experiment we did with Cloud Code, it did showed us visually that this is the way the ordering works when you run it. It's going to do a depth DFS search, depth first, first search
Mm-hmm.
to go and explore everything properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then in this case, sublayer 1.usda is higher in the list than sublayer 2. Therefore, the opinions of sublayer 1a.usda and sublayer 1b.usda are stronger than opinions in sublayer 2.usda because they are sublayers of sublayer 1.usda. Okay. So this is called a layer stack, a layer and its sublayers and their sublayers. So a layer, their sublayer, and their sublayers. Now let's think about this as a layer stack. A layer stack consists of a layer and all of its recursive sublayers. Any direct opinion authored in any layer in the stack is considered local to that layer stack. Okay. It's important to note that composition operations such as references and payloads are considered in the context of layer stack. What? What? It's important to note that a composition operations such as references and payloads are considered in the context of layer stack, not individual layer. What does this mean?
So that means is basically I would guess that based on what about whatever they have told. So for example, let's say the sublayer 1a has some kind of reference.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a really complex scene that can have multiple dependencies, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is really small example over here, but let's say you have a really complex dependency where you have a sublayer and then sublayer, and then those sublayers are referencing multiple other things accordingly,
Mm-hmm.
right? So in that scenario, it says that the composition operations will consider the context of the layer stack rather than each individual layer, like following that. So first it's going to load if you take a look at the above example we have, where yeah, this one. So let's assume that we are traversing through the whole thing. So
Mm-hmm.
first we load example 1.usda. In that we have sublayer 1.usda, right? And in that we have sublayer 1a.usda. Now let's imagine we have more files in 1a.usda. So if we have two reference file and maybe some payloads, those payloads will be also computed at the same point.
Wait. Can you repeat what did you just say?
So from where, like from the starting, or
You're saying sublayer 1 has sublayer 1a.
yes.
What did you say about it?
So let's imagine that sublayer 1a
Yeah.
has some reference files,
Yeah.
right? That also needs to be rendered.
Oh, so you're saying sublayer 1a is referencing another file.
Yes.
And
Instead
then
of using sublayer, it's
Mhm.
referencing. It's using reference and payload to
Mhm.
load more files,
Yeah.
right?
So
So
you're
it's
saying at that point
all those
the
all those files will be also considered in
got it.
context of layer stack. Since
Mhm.
so the thing is over
So
here.
that will come under local opinion as well.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. Not individual layer. So individual layer in the sense that okay, we won't be doing for we won't be doing that. Okay, first we compute this and then we move on. We
Mhm.
go and do depth first. Like we go to the depth of everything.
Mhm.
References, payloads, let's say the payload has some other sublayers.
Mhm.
That will also be rendered and will be considered at that point.
Mhm.
And eventually whatever is on the toppest layer will be given the most priority. The opinion that they have in the most root layer will be given
Mhm.
the most priority.
Mhm. I see.
Now we have LIVERPS answer the question. Given a prim on USD stage, how do I build the prim stack that represents it? How do you build property stacks for the properties on the prim? All right, what are property stacks? A property stack is the ordered list.
What are they asking? LIVERPS answer the question. Given a prim on
on
USD
USD stage.
stage, one second. Answer the question given a prim on USD stage. How do I build the prim stack that represents it? Oh, okay.
Like now you're getting into a much more bigger picture over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if suppose there's a cube, then how do I represent it? Like what is the color, what is the size, and all that stuff.
Mhm.
We compose that using the liverps. And how do I build the prim stack that represents it? So what is the prim stack that represents this cube? How do you build the property stack and for the properties on the prim? Okay, got it.
Mhm.
Whew. So this. Okay. Okay. The diagrams are very abstract in this
Yeah,
documentation.
but that's fine.
Yeah, the order of the layer stack changes the composition of the scene. So local inherits variants, sets, references, payloads, and specializes. Okay. So the LIVERPS acronym represents not only the different composition operations.
Mhm.
Okay, the LIVERPS acronym represent not only the different composition operation, but the order in which they are applied also. This means that when composing opinions within a layer stack, local opinions are ordered first. Okay, opinions from inherit arcs are ordered next. Opinions from inherits arcs. Okay, opinions from variant set arcs are ordered next. Okay, opinions from reference arcs are ordered next, and then opinions from payloads, and then opinions from specialized arcs are ordered last.
Yes.
Liver P's
Recursively
applies
within each
recursively.
composition context
Yeah.
layer stack.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I understand it. I don't have a lot of doubts in this one.
You have or you do not have.
I don't. I don't. This was like pretty clear.
Yeah, but I think as we see some examples like
I think now if we do this part again,
uh, which part?
like the whole module again, like for revision, we're gonna be
We don't need
much.
to do the whole module. I think you know what we have to do. Just we need to watch that NVIDIA videos, dude. I was watching those videos, right?
Hmm.
From the playlist that you shared me earlier. In that
Yeah.
video, they are talking about a lot of things. Now we are able to understand in much
Okay.
better manner. And the other things, they are also taking some kind of quiz, right?
Yeah.
And when they do take those quizzes, I was able to answer
Mhm.
some of the questions easily. Like,
Okay.
and they were showcasing that okay, these are the type of questions that they might ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, I think now if we're gonna take a look at liver peas in action. Oh, this is very good. This is good. Example one, example two. Oh, they have four examples. Dude, you won't be able to hear it if I play.
I will play it on my side. No.
Or you know what I can do?
Yeah. Dude, I am having a deja vu moment. Fuck.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I am having a deja vu moment.
Deja vu.
Yeah. That this thing has been repeated somewhere, maybe in my dream or somewhere.
Yeah, we are doing it every day.
Fuck you. All right.
That is why you're feeling
Let's
deja vu. We
let's
do
take
this
a look
every
at
day,
the
bro.
LiveOps in action. I'm gonna play a video on my side. You can play it on your side.
Or what I can do is I can remove my earphone so you can hear it
No, dude,
via
no,
my
no, no,
microphone.
no, 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 no. Let it be. Let it be.
Okay,
Fine.
3, 2, 1, play. Okay, I'm done with the first one.
Yeah, same. I'm also
I'm
done.
playing the second one. Done. This was
Yeah,
easy as well.
it it was easy.
Yeah. Okay, what is it saying? One interesting thing to note from this example is that even though workstream A.USD has weaker sublayer strength than workstream B because it comes later in the order, workstream A.USD still contains the winning opinion because it has a local opinion and where the root layer and the other sublayer do not. Okay. So okay, I have just found out if workstream B had the opinion as well, then we would have considered the work stream B's opinion because it was above in the strength ordering in the sublayer, right?
No, no, no. It was above in the sequence.
Yeah, so
So
that's
because
why.
of that, like it's not strength ordering. It's first of all the sequence. If you're two,
Yeah, yeah, sequence
yeah, yeah,
strength
yes.
order. That is called the strength ordering list only.
Okay, okay, yeah. That's what. Yeah, then it makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it means.
Okay, I'm playing the third example. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm done. This was also pretty straightforward. You're mute. Should I play the example for?
Yes, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I see. Okay. These examples are all studies of the composition algorithm for just one property. You can imagine how complex debugging composition can be when this is scaled to thousands of prims with tens of properties, each and different combinations of composition arcs operating on subset of these prims and properties. Yes, I can only imagine.
Yeah,
Done.
I think yeah.
I
So
understood it. Yeah.
I think you know what? There's a quiz. There's one really good question in the same stream. Like if you go
Yeah.
to wait, I will tell you. What time? What time? What time?
32. This one. 29.
2054. 2054.
2054.
Yeah, go to 2054 in this. 2054. Go back. 2054, brother.
This is 2054.
Oh, wait.
What you're saying in a different video.
I'm asking you 54. You are at 58.
2054.
Yes.
Yeah, this is 2053. What
Dude.
do you want?
Hey, hold on. I'm also 20. Wait, no, not this one, dude. The other one. Ash one.
That's what I was asking,
My
bitch.
bad. Ash one. 2054. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This question. No, no. Yeah, this question. This question. Yeah, try answering this.
When implementing the reference payload pattern, which element should be authored in the reference layer? To be authored in which the above payload boundary. LIVERPS, ERPs. Select two answers. Variant set definition that controls asset configuration, high resolution geometry with millions of polygons, asset metadata such as kind and asset info, subdivision, surface data for render time, tessellation. When implementing the reference slash payload pattern, which element should be authored in reference layer? What the fuck is this question? I don't even understand the question.
Dude.
Which element should be authored in the reference layer?
Yeah, look. Yeah, when implementing reference layer payload pattern, which element should be? So look at the questions. Then look at the answers. Look at the
I
options.
don't wait. I am not able to even understand the question. When implementing the reference slash payload pattern,
So,
implementing, what does implementing mean over here?
so when you're using reference and payload in your USDA file,
Yeah, so
why do you use reference and payload? That is the
reference a
first thing you
different
need to
USDA
know.
file.
What?
To reference a different USDA
Yeah,
file.
but when do you use reference and when do you use payload? You need to know that. That is the first.
Because we need to inherit the property, or not exactly inherit, but we need to use the properties of that default prim in that reference file.
Right? And when do you use payload? What is the major difference between
Payload is
reference and payload?
for loading the data uh, without doing it, like without committing it to the value resolution or something.
Okay, and what about payload?
That is what payload is, like
Oh,
without.
okay, and now
Okay,
which,
wait, let me read it again. When implementing the reference slash payload pattern, which element should be authored in the reference layer? Which elements should be authored in the reference layer above the payload boundary? Okay, LIVERPS. So, okay, this is the thing, and then variant sets definition that control asset configuration. So, I think A should be one of the answers, and then high resolution geometry with millions of polygons, no asset metadata such as kind and asset info, subdivision surface data for render time. What is render time? Tessellation.
I don't know, but tessellation it might be something.
One second, let me see what tessellation means first. I have not even heard about tessellation anywhere.
I think tessellation is like constellation or something.
A repeating pattern or geometric shapes that completely covers a flat surface without any cover or gap. Without any gaps or overlaps. Sorry. So variant set definitions that control as above the payload boundary. When implementing the reference slash payload pattern, which element should be authored in the reference layer above the payload boundary? So A is definitely one of the answers.
Mm-hmm.
Variant set definition that control asset configuration. And then E is relocate subdivision surface data for render time tessellation. Asset metadata such as kind and asset info. Li inherits variant sets.
So there is nothing related to LIVERPS. That would be an hint.
Then why the fuck did you ask me
But
to do
but
this question?
but this is something that we already, that we have been working with, that we have been reading through theories and everything, and this is the type of question that we are gonna definitely ask in the in our exam.
Resolution geometry with millions
I'm
of
not
polygons.
bringing something out of it. Is part of a composition arcs that has 23% weightage.
Dude, it's saying content aggregation. We've not even studied content aggregation right now.
No, but this is like this is really simple. That's what I'm saying. Like if you focus on it, you will be able to. Like the most of the things that we have read till now would.
I know one answer is a variant set
Yeah.
definition that controls the asset configuration. That is one of the answers. I don't know what is the priority thing in high resolution geometry with millions of polygons, and what is this subdivision surface data for render time tessellation and asset metadata such as kind and asset. I don't know. I know only one, like A.
So the second is C, asset metadata such as kind and asset info. So the question basically was that we are designing a reference layer, that is a reference file for in a USD layer, right? You
Mm-hmm.
have a USD file and you're trying to reference things, right? What would be the elements that you want in that reference layer, so that whenever you're referencing it to somewhere else, a developer can pick it up. That is
Mm-hmm.
the whole, that is what the question was about. Like this is something that this is a thing that we already read in our whole OpenUSD thing, the one OpenUSD documentation we had. So definitely A was the correct answer as well, that variant set definition that controlled asset configuration. Because in
Mm-hmm.
reference layers, we did saw that in when we tried to do the hands-on notebook, we saw that in reference we can set variance set definition. But one other thing that we can set was asset metadata, because when you're referencing a file, how would a developer know that
Mm-hmm.
what is the value
I
of
think
what?
what we should do right now is, yeah, I know, I understood that. I know, I understood the
But
answer.
like I really like this question. Like this is the type of question that we would be expecting. So I just wanted to give you
How many
it
did
just.
they do? Okay, primvars
So
example.
most of the things we have already covered, like main kinds and everything. I did not do everything, but this was the last question that I solved with them when I was watching the stream.
Okay, explanation, encapsulation problem, and assets, internal and geometry hierarchy. Uses prims named geofinal v3 materials list latest and rig backup. What does what issue does this create? Geofinal what? I think we should. I need to do the first video first. I don't even know what did you were you able to answer this one?
What?
Were you able to answer this question?
Yeah,
Oh, how?
because dude, we just read it like about the versions and in our learn OpenUSD thing, like in the Austin video, when you did you saw the complete Austin video or not yet?
No, no.
So if you go into that Austin video, the this what is the Matty. So he explains there that like somebody. So in the end of every stream, there is a Q&A
Mm-hmm.
that happens. And I just went through all of the questions that people were asking, and one of the questions was regarding the versioning. You cannot do versioning in OpenUSD.
I see.
Yeah, so that's why I was able to answer this. Like the
Okay, I think we should do the quiz
YouTube,
now,
yeah,
and then I will do that video first
yeah.
tomorrow. And
Yeah, dude, like just go through the video whenever you get the time. But like, because
Yeah.
those videos and specifically the Q&A part, like they
Mm-hmm.
are answering all the questions that we are having. Like when we're doing the stream, right? All the questions that we are asking AI, people are already asking to these people and they are able to answer everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
this person Matty is answering all of the questions regarding OpenUSD, and this person is giving us hints to the people that okay, this is how the questions will be, this is what you should expect, and
Mm-hmm.
this is how OpenUSD works. So all these questions and everything, that's why how I'm able to answer both of them properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. So let's do the quiz real quick. How
Yes.
many? Let's do 25 questions, bro.
Okay.
All right. Which of the following is a valid way to set the value of USD attribute using Python? So prim dot get attribute my attribute dot set. I think C,
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
What is the primary advantage of using USDZ file format? Zip file optimized for real-time viewing and sharing.
Yeah.
Correct. Real-time viewing and sharing. What is the purpose of USD transform 2D prim type? We have not done that, but oh no, we have.
Yeah.
Transformation matrix,
To
a
define a
2D transformation
transformation,
matrix.
I would go with C.
Yeah, correct. Define a 2D transformation matrix for image manipulation or UI elements. Which of the following attributes is not standard attribute of the USD preview surface shader? So emissive color temperature
Uh,
was one.
Diffuse color
Normal,
one.
yeah. I think normal metallic rough. I think this is not the one.
This one would be like it was emissive color, not
Yeah,
temperature.
it was not emissive color temperature. It was just emissive color. I don't know. And metallic and roughness is one of them. And I think it could be normal as well. Or
Mm,
no,
I don't know,
maybe.
maybe.
It is either A or C, I think. So, okay, it is A. Correct. This is not a standard attribute, right? A visual effects studio is using USD to manage complex scene assemblies. A visual effects studio is using USD to manage complex scene assemblies.
They are
They are
experiencing.
experiencing issues with long load times for larger scenes. Which of the following technique is most effective for reducing load times? Using lazy loading with payloads, using variant sets to isolate different parts of the scene, maybe C as well. Using references to point to shared, using sublayers to organize prims into separate namespaces, no. Using instanceable prims, no. Using a global naming convention, no. So I think it should be either C, but isolating different parts of the
Uh,
scene.
C won't make sense. Either it should be D or B, but I would go with B because both of them are used for memory efficiency. Like
Bro, I think it should be C.
no, it should be B with payloads. They are
I
experiencing
think,
they are experiencing issue with long load times for large scenes, right? Okay, wait. A visual studio using Manitou complex scene assemblies. Okay, wait. Okay, but it should be C. I think it should be C then. But
yeah, because I think we read in variant sets that you can just load up
mm-hmm.
one like isolated, or is it payload? I'm forgetting.
No,
Where
no.
did we read that?
S- s- so the
It is either B or C, bro. I
confusion over
think it's
here
either
is
B or C.
whether they are doing it in production or whether they are doing it in development environment. Payload helps you offload them, like when you're trying to load everything.
Yeah, C, it is payloads.
But load and unload on demand. So I don't
I
know.
think it should. I will go with B.
Okay, but the thing is, they are not talking about when are they doing it in production. That is the thing. Like C could also be an answer, but yeah, let's do go with B. Let's go with B, and we will figure it out.
But okay, it cannot be B because they are not talking about. So they want to increase the load speed. So that is, I
Reduce,
think,
not reduce
yeah,
it.
sorry, reduce the load speed. So, but they are not talking about, working on single asset or single prim.
Yeah,
And payload helps you to load single assets. So I think
mm,
it should be C then.
yeah,
It can also be B. I don't know. I think we'll need to check this if we are wrong.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
B, lazy loading.
I was telling, yeah. Lazy loading only loads payloads when needed reducing. But I have one doubt because this is gonna help in loading only one asset at one time.
So yeah, that this question is like tricky. Like it's not saying you completely what is the goal of it. That is the problem.
Okay, it is payload. Okay. Yeah, I was right initially. That's what I was thinking. Lazy loading with payloads. Okay. Which of the following is a valid composition archetype that allows you to override attributes from a referenced file? What? Which of the following is a valid composition archetype that allows you to override attributes from a referenced file?
Override.
Override. Layer, buddy, layer.
Wait, layer is a composition arc to override attributes. What the hell? Override is layer is a composition arc. LIVERPS. Wait,
Sublayer is.
would copy it. I don't know. Why? And ask why override is not an answer if it says that yes, definitely.
It's saying reference and payload.
Reference and payload. Go up. Which of the following is a? Did you give him all the options?
Yeah, bro. Layer, reference, payload, override.
Okay, so the thing is, I think the question is wrong. Like question is asking for something, and the options are only. So I think it is layer. Yeah, is layer is like let's say
Wait.
override is not override is a specifier, right?
References, bro. It's references.
Yeah, yeah. That's what. So the thing is, the question was asking. So composition arc types. So and there are only two types in that thing. Oh, and override is not a composition.
Hmm. Intended answer should be references. This question is wrong.
Yeah.
So override should not have been our answer at all because it's not a composition arc. We should have known that
Yeah.
because it isn't an arc task.
But yeah, I was just trying to select the best option based on the question that we had. Right. Yeah. Let's go back.
Okay, so the answer is references, just to be sure.
Yeah.
A game development studio is using USD to create game assets. They want to optimize the size of their USD files for distribution. Which of the following technique is most effective for reducing file size? Converting all binary formats.
Well,
What?
The last second one. Yeah, this one.
Using lossless compression algorithms on texture. Using higher decision floating point. Storing all textures are uncompressed. Bitmaps, removing all comments. No. Using instancing. No. Are you sure it can also be E, I think, or the last one?
I don't know.
Lossless. I
Um,
think I read lossless compression somewhere.
lossless. So if they're trying to open the file like this question is incomplete. Like they are not defining if they are gonna reopen it or not. But the most effective way for reducing file size will be
Oh, it is not right, bro.
no. Give it to Gemini. Let's see what does it say.
It's saying convert into USDC. This is a fucking stupid question, bro. I'm not gonna waste my time on that one.
Okay.
In OpenUSD, what is the purpose of level of detail to create the material to represent different geometric node, manage different animation node, define the set configurations of an asset? No, open versus closed door to manage different animation sequence node, asset definition of an asset for performance of yeah B.
Okay. No.
Correct. What is the role of instancing in OpenUSD to apply different materials to the same asset to create different level of details to animate an asset? We have not done instancing yet, right?
Instancing we did instancing like but not thoroughly. We did instancing like in references. If we do instancing as true, then
Instanceable equal to true.
yeah. That's what instancing is.
To create multiple copies of the same asset with shared geometry and materials. Copies of the same. Oh, okay. So I think it should be this.
Why not B?
To apply different materials to the same asset. How is that instancing?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be last one, I think. Yeah.
Correct. To create multiple copies of the same asset, shared geometry. You are working with USD scene that contains multiple nested layers, the one that we did. How can you determine the final composed value of an attribute of a specific? Read the attribute value directly from the prim. Use get authored attribute value.
How can you define composed? The final composed value of an attribute at a specific prim. Really the attribute value directly. I think I would go with D get resolved attribute method. I did
I have never seen that.
I did saw it, I think in a stream or somewhere. There's a get resolved attribute method, I would say. Oh wait. Yeah.
Oh, that's correct.
I
Oh, wait.
No, no, I had other thing as well. I was thinking maybe B as well. But you know where did I saw this? I saw it in the today's stream. Like another NVIDIA Omniverse
Okay.
where I think stream where one of the person was showcasing it.
Mhm.
What is the primary benefit using variant asset sets in USD? All of the above.
Mhm.
You need to load a USD file and access the value of attribute called my attribute on a prim called my prim, which Python code snippet uses the USD API is most appropriate. What's your guess, brother? Wait,
My
value of my attribute and prim, which one is
I think this one.
wait, load file, get from value. No, 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 not that
Wait,
one.
wait, 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 wait.
It's
Dot get.
gonna be B. You need to first call the get attribute and then call the getter methods to do that. Otherwise, it won't work. Yeah, that is the only one that is
Yeah,
using
I think
the get method.
your answer is correct.
Yes. You're creating a USD tool that needs to modify existing USD stage, which USD API is most suitable for making non-destructive edits. Oh my god.
You're creating a USD tool that needs to modify existing USD stages. Which USD API is most suitable for making non-destructive edits?
I
I
don't
think
know.
SDF API.
Okay.
Scene description foundation API.
Okay. Maybe
Uh,
is it? No.
Incorrect.
Is it? Oh, I did context. I thought of that, but I don't know. I think we did
Yeah.
saw this somewhere. Like that's why I was looking towards that. That hey, maybe.
Edit context, yeah. It's edit target, by the way. It's not edit context. Maybe it's the same one or a different one. convenience helper. USD edit target, and this is just a convenience helper. Okay. Which of the following is not a key benefit of using OpenUSD in collaborative 3D content creation workflow? Simplified asset exchange between different DCC, improved version control of individual real-time collaborative editing within the USD format. I think it's C.
Which of is not a simplified asset? Hmm. Okay.
Correct. Special extension and
In
tools.
OpenUSD, what is the purpose of USD GM point instancer?
Yeah, B.
Yeah.
Efficiently instance geometry location. Payload instead of reference.
Yeah,
B.
and B.
What is the purpose of USD utils.edit context? Context manager. What is your guess?
Mm, A.
I think it should be B, or maybe. Oh no, it was A.
Nice.
This is the what to ensure all the changes are made within the context manager are applied atomically as a single edit. Okay, you've not even done this yet, right? I've not seen this anywhere.
No, no, we have not. This is something that we have to like go.
Data aggregation or something.
No, no, we have to look into the APIs.
A
You-
USD scene contains a complex character rig with many joints and constraints. You need to optimize the scene for real-time playback in game engine. Which of the following technique is most effective for improving performance? Reducing number of joint using blend shape API for facial animations, converting USD files into binary format, using high resolution textures for materials both 2 and 4. I think it should be C.
ABC converting all USD files to binary format. Yeah, this should be C.
I
Well,
don't know.
2 and 4, what is 2? USD blend shape API for facial. Dude, I think it would do 2 and 4 for some reason. Um,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah, because like, yeah,
Yeah, it is. No. Yeah,
it's
it is
2
2
and
and 4. Yeah.
4. What was it? What 2 and 4? Using
USD blend shape
yeah,
API for
something that
facial animation.
we did saw in one of the questions. And what was the fourth one? Using
Using high resolution textures
for
for
all.
all materials. High resolution textures can decrease performance.
But yeah, this is something I don't know about.
Yeah, it can decrease performance, that makes sense, but how is that effective for improving performance?
Only one way to find out. It's Gemini.
What? Wait, one, two, three, four. What the fuck? Two and four? I don't give a fuck about this question, bro. I think let's see if there's a straightforward answer. If not, what? The answer is completely different, bro. This is the answer.
What?
Replacing all constraints with baked animation.
What
This
a
is the answer.
baking constraint reduces runtime computation.
Baking the complex rig animation to a skeletal animation
Oh,
cache.
baked. Oh, okay. Okay. I think
Replacing all.
that we would get to know more as we dig a bit deeper with the NVIDIA formats.
What is the purpose of Hydra in context of USD? Provide user interface. No. Provide network communication protocol for USD. Provide high performance rendering framework. Yes. Provide, I think it should be C.
What is the purpose of Hydra? Yeah, I think see.
Okay. A team is collaborating on USD scene and one artist needs to override a specific property of an asset without affecting the original asset definition. How can they achieve this using OpenUSD layering system by duplicating the entire asset modifying the duplicate by using patterns directly manipulated, remodifying the original asset file, none of the above, by creating a new USD layer with only the overridden properties and placing it above the original assets layer. I think it should be the last one.
Yeah.
Correct. You are designing a USD based system for creating procedural assets. You want to define a set of rules that generate different variations of an asset based on input parameters. Wait, what? You are designing a USD based system for creating procedural assets. You want to define a set of rules that generate different variations of an asset based on input parameters. Which USD features most well for implementing this procedural variant sets? I think.
Hmm.
No, USD's Python API and custom procedural prims. I have not done this.
You are designing. Let's. You sure? Let's. You're designing. I think yeah, we have not done this. I also don't know the answer for this.
Mm-hmm. What is the function of the kind metadata in USD?
To define material property of a primitive, to optimize the mesh resolution of a primitive, to control the visibility of a primitive, to specify the intended usage of a primitive in the scene. It is a function of the kind metadata in USD to control. Wait, to specify. Yeah, I think to specify the intended usage. Yes.
How can you add a target to an existing relationship on USD prim using Python? How can you add a target?
Using dot at target.
Migrating some relationship by directly modifying. Okay. How can you control the visibility of USD prim by setting visibility attribute to invisible or deleting prim from the scene graph? I think this. Yes. What is the purpose of USD preview surface?
I think C.
To provide a standard physically based material model for consistent rendering across
Oh, I
different
think oh,
renders.
it's gonna be A. We did use, oh yeah, it's gonna be A to define a custom shader for advanced rendering effects, because we did like changing the, what was the thing, we recently did use USD preview surface for something.
Yeah, I know some shader should. I don't remember. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I think it was in Street Lamp.
Yes, but we did not create a custom shader, but I think that is one of the property of using preview surface.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. Let's see. It's wrong, bro. To provide standard physically based material model for consistent rendering across different renderers.
Go search it up.
Yes, it's right.
Mm,
Consistent rendering across different renderers
okay.
application
Yeah, that was my
windows.
that was my first guess.
Okay, we've done 25 questions.
Nice. All right. Yes, sir. Consistency always day one. Keep
That
getting.
does not even make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just said it.
Uh,
Oh, dude. Check this out. Oh, go to x.com. Go to x.com or just open, yeah, and search. And search Blue Origin.
what is happening?
Yeah, just check it out. Dude, Blue Origin. I was Jeff Bezos got just fucked up. No, don't search Blue Origin like that. Just search normal Blue Origin Blast. Origin Blast. Explosion or something. Yeah. Look at this. Boom. The whole rocket blew up.
Insane.
Bam. Like that was a rocket. You see this thing that is standing right up. That
Yeah.
there was a rocket over there and blew up completely. Bam.
Oh no. Was anybody hurt or no?
I think Jeff Bezos just made a comment that nobody is hurt till now.
Explores on pad during hot fire test at Cape Canaveral.
Mhm. It's in Florida.
Hmm. God damn, bro. Oh, we are getting more views because of this shit.
I know. Men love to break and have some blast.
What the fuck? That's what happens when you try to copy Elon.
You know, you bitch.
Look at this, bro.
You
What
know,
the fuck?
dude, those are parts flying away. Shit.
We have experienced an anomaly
Yes.
by Yashika Sui. Oh, bro.
That's brutal AF. And it's through Starlink. It's through Starlink. check out
Starlink?
check out the headline over there. New Glen vertical awaiting static fire. Starlink.
1053. Major setback. New Glen exploded. Damn. Blue Origin has not IPO'd, right?
No, not yet. But that's fine. Failures. Elon Musk had three failures.
Yeah.
Did he quit? No. You know you should never quit, even if your chances of failures are 99%. Elon Musk. All right.
Let's see what the official. Okay. All personnel and accounted for are accounted for and safe. It's too early to know the root cause, but we are already working on finding it. Very rough day, but we'll rebuild whatever needs to rebuilding and get back to flying. It's worth it. Oh, this just happened.
Dude,
What happened?
Alibaba just launched Quen 3.8. They just distilled
Opus 4.8.
science suggests that men with no, let it be. This is so. This is such. This is some
Yeah, I don't want to get banned.
controversial shit.
All right.
All right. Let's end the stream.
All right. Adios, amigos.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
Hmm.
Science suggests that